Hey friends, it's Missy. Thank you for joining me today. I am so excited to be part of the Pinkfresh Studio Liquid Watercolor Video Hop, and you should have arrived here from Leah Lawson's channel, and I'll have that linked below. And see this graphic here? All you have to do is watch this video and leave a comment, and you can be in the running to win a $25 gift card to Pinkfresh Studio. I think that is an awesome gift, so make sure you watch the video and leave me a comment. The focus of the layouts in all of the video hoppers today is going to be the watercolors, and Pinkfresh Studio came out with these a couple months ago, and there are 12 really bright and bold colors, and you can make pretty much any color combination with these. You could use them as is and make them really bright and bold, or you can add water and do some mixing and just soften them up and get lots of different colors and different tints of all the different colors. So I'm going to play with lots of different colors today, and I'm going to start with this paper. I just pulled out all of the Pinkfresh Studio stash that I have accumulated over the last few years, and I believe that paper there, the white with the marble look, is from, I think it was Live More collection, and I just covered it with some white gesso. I'm gonna let that dry, and then I knew right away I had a sheet of this paper with the black and white lemons and flowers, and that is from Simple and Sweet, I believe. And I'm just adding a little bit of clear gesso over some of the flowers because I want to add watercolor to them and then fussy cut them out. So I actually have two sheets of this. One of them I'd already cut into some of the flowers. So I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of the watercolors, and like I said, these are very, very bright, and so a little bit of these goes a long way, and you'll be able to see that when I start to use them. So I'm just using some packaging here, and I'm just going to dip my brush into some water, and I want to keep a napkin close by to dab some of it up because you can see how pigmented these paints are, and I love to mix and blend colors, and so I'm using some of the pink and the orange here, and I'm just gonna go to town and create a colorful bouquet of some of these flowers. I chose most of the flowers that weren't overlapped and that had a leaf attached to them because I'm gonna cut these out and sort of just start with these flowers and see what I'm inspired to do next. One of my favorite colors is this beautiful aqua color, and the yellow is really vibrant and pretty. I like to mix some of the orange in with that to kind of tone it down a little bit. If you add just a smidgen of the orange, you're going to get a nice golden yellow color. And then if you dab it up a little bit, it's going to lighten up. So there's lots of different ways. I would suggest just practicing with these. You know, get out some practice paper and just test all the colors out, do a little bit of mixing, and see what you can come up with because they're just really, really pretty. And I had a lot of fun playing around with them and making these colorful flowers. Something else I like to do with the pink to tone the pink down or give it a little bit, not necessarily tone it down, but give it some different, I guess, darker shades, is to add some of the red because there is a red ink, and adding just a touch of that to the pink is going to give you that really deep pink color. And then, you know, if you see the pink flower down there at the bottom, if it's too dark for you, just dab a little bit up with your napkin, or you could also smudge a little bit of white gesso on top of it to soften it up. And I do a little bit of all of that in this video. So here you can see I got my flowers done. I've got mostly pinks, yellows, and blues. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of time and fussy cut these out. I haven't chosen a photo yet. I kind of had in mind I wanted to use a black and white photo just because I'm going to have a lot of color going on, and I'm going to have some black and white elements going on also. So now this is another paper that I've been eyeballing that I never used, and it's also from Simple and Sweet, and it's got all of these really fun circles. So I'm going to do some more fussy cutting and just go through and cut out a couple of the different circle clusters here. And I'm gonna, at first, let me be honest, I made those flowers and then I thought, I don't want to use the flowers. I just changed my mind. So I thought I want to use circles instead. So that's what I'm doing here. But then I decided, wait a minute, I'm going to combine these and use the flowers and the circles. And I really like how it turns out. There's my black and white picture. It's just a cute selfie of me and my daughter. I love taking selfies with them, especially when they're smiling and giggling, and I just love those types of photos. So I do scrap them a lot. So this is kind of my design idea. I thought I would kind of create a vertical design on that marbled background paper and just kind of space the flowers out and kind of bring in some of the deeper pinks and the turquoise color. Because in the Simple and Sweet collection, there's a lot of really soft pinks. And so I thought, well, kind of mix and match and add some of these deeper pinks here. So I took everything off. Now that I've got everything kind of stuck together, I can move those big circle clusters together as one big piece. It'll be easier for me to bring it back and then take it off again so I can see how it looks with my background. I'm taking the same colors, the aqua turquoise color, and I'm just using the packaging technique. I'm using my brush to splatter it down. And remember, I did put white gesso on this paper, and that's allowing the paint to kind of move around a little bit. It's not going to soak right through once I add the water or the color. And that's what makes the packaging technique easy, is you can see there how the paint, it just kind of smudges and moves when I press the plastic down, and the gesso is what is allowing that to happen. So you can kind of see how everything looks different when I add the circles back on there. A lot of that paint is covered up, and so that's what I need to check. And so that's why I add everything back on top of it to see what's covered up, what can you still see, and what needs to be added so you can still see it. Because I like to make the backgrounds and then have it to where you can kind of see it peeking through and around all of the photos or the embellishments and things like that. And so I do a little bit and then bring everything back and look and see how it is, and then take it back off and continue until I get it just like I like it. And I didn't add any yellow to the background because I thought there was a good deal of yellow going on already. So I just focused on the pinks and the blues. And here's where I thought that I had gotten a little bit too dark with the pink. And so here's what I'm talking about. If you want to soften it up, I'm just using white gesso to kind of smudge on top of it. And it's going to sort of fade out the color. And so there's always a way to fix something as far as mixed media goes. I think there is. If you get something too light, you can always add more to make it dark, or if you do get it too dark, just add some gesso on top of it and it's going to soften it up and make it look kind of hazy and faded. And then if that's not enough, just add more gesso. That's always my answer. Just add gesso. Yeah, love that stuff. So I really like how this is looking, and I'm going to go ahead and glue down the main parts of this because I like how the background looks. It's not too much, but I've got just enough pink showing and just enough blue showing, and I'm gonna just add a little bit of glue behind those big circle chunks and the flowers. Circles and flowers, I love circles and flowers, and I know they really don't have anything to do with each other, but I really wanted to use those circles and I really wanted to use those flowers, and so I'm making it work. Now here's where I pulled out all kinds of embellishments. I think I know I have things over on the left side there. That's from Simple and Sweet, I think. I'm pretty sure. But I've got some other stuff mixed in there too. There's so many collections that I can't remember the names. I think I have some of A Case of the Blahs, Let Your Heart Decide, Be You. I just kind of mixed and matched it all together just to kind of see what I could come up with. Added 2 frames behind the photo. One's black and white and one is the orangey peachy color and white. And I did add some tissue paper and some foam behind it because I want to raise the photo up off the page a little bit since the circles and the flowers are flat glued down. And I'm going to add a little bit of thread, added a little bit of yellow over to the left, and then a little bit of it's not the same blue as the background blue, it's a little bit darker of an aqua turquoise color. And then here come the puffy stickers. This is from Simple and Sweet. I looked at the epoxy stickers. This is a wood veneer sticker. I can't remember the name of that collection, but it says, what does it say? It says, Oh My Heart, and it's black and gold, but it's a little wood veneer, but it's a circle. And so that's kind of what I was looking for, was things that were circles. And I really love that dimensional sticker that I just layered over on the right. and it's kind of that orangey peachy color, but it's a circle, but it's also got some scallops. And I like how it's kind of got some foam in there, so it's not just a flat sticker. And then here's another puffy sticker in the lighter green color. And then I also have some stickers from, I think this one is from The Mix. And it's got more like primary colors, like bright yellow, grass green. I'm going to use this little yellow sticker here that's got some yellow on it, and it says snapshot. And I really struggled with the title for this. There were so many ideas and products that were good for titles, but most of them were too big for this design, and I could not decide. I tried and tried several different things, and then I finally decided on something, but I wanted to use like a pre-existing sticker, or like a puffy sticker, or a die cut, that because there are lots to choose from, and a lot of the sayings and phrases worked for this. But yeah, so the title comes later. I really wanted to use this Life Unscripted. I think that's from Live More. I like the color of it, and so I'm going to just kind of use it as a layer, kind of right there where you'll still be able to read it. It's actually going to become part of the title later. But I like the pop of color that adds in that section of the layout. The more I looked, the more I realized that there are lots of circle elements in these Pinkfresh Studio collections. And they have some of the greatest sayings and phrases on their embellishments. They're just very unique and different. I had these two sticker sheets here, and there were so many phrases that I wanted to use. Most of them are black and white, and I do use a couple of those. I think those are from Live More. And I just start to stick a couple down. I do take that one up later and replace it with a different one. I thought about using one of these puffy stickers as my title, but I don't know, it just wasn't working, and so I just ignored the title for a while and just went on with other things. Add one of those little phrase stickers up at the top and one at the bottom, and then I'm just going to make sure that everything is glued down. Even things that have sticky on the back, even you know, like regular stickers, wood veneer, anything like that, I always add glue to them, especially when I use gesso, because the gesso is gritty and it just does not like things to stick to it. Here's where I decide to add my title. These are some little Pinkfresh Studio alphas. They're puffy yellow alphas, and since I had the word life at the top, I thought I would just add with you right on top of the photo there, and it's nice and small. It doesn't really crowd the photo too much, and I like the pop of yellow that it gives against the black in the photo. And so the title is going to be kind of Life with You, and then I'm going to add another little sticker here. But I did want to add black splatters, so I pulled out the black liquid watercolor, and it is just your basic black color. You can add water to it to soften it up and make it gray, or you could just splatter it as is. It's going to make the perfect black splattering ink. And then I took off that one sticker down underneath the photo, and I found this sticker that said Life is Beautiful, and I just cut off life, and I'm going to use the is beautiful. So the title is going to be Life with You is Beautiful. And I like the mixing and matching, and I like the fact that life is at the top, and then you kind of have to move your eye around the page to get the full title. Something different, because it's just the nature of the design. There wasn't a lot of open space to add a big title, and I didn't want to cover up a lot of things. So I add my journaling right down there in that little circle because there were lines there, and then I changed out the sticker and I did some black stitching and added the date just to add a couple more pops of black. And then I decide I need to add some pink thread because I've got yellow and I've got the aqua, so I'm just going to add a little touch of darker pink thread right underneath the picture there. And it's already glued down, so I had to really smudge it up in there to get it to stick, but that's pretty much going to be the last thing that I do, and I think that's going to wrap it up. Here come the final photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this. The next person after me on the hop is the lovely and talented Paige Evans, and I will leave her channel linked below, so make sure you go and check out her video. I can't wait to watch it. I know it's going to be awesome. Here are all the close-ups. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you leave a comment on all of the Video Hoppers videos to be eligible to win a $25 gift card. That is amazing. All the links for all the things you need to know are going to be on the Pinkfresh Studio blog. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Pinkfresh Studio for inviting me to participate in this. It was a lot of fun to make, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.